This video, I'd like to discuss with you a topic that we have received questions on quite frequently lately about visa refusals and what to do if you receive notification of a visa refusal. And so for those of you who are new to our channel, I'd like to quickly introduce myself and our firm. I'm attorney Megan Pastrana of Corrado Pastrana, the immigration firm for couples, and we are dedicated exclusively to assisting couples navigate the immigration process. We regularly post updates on our YouTube channel, so if you haven't already subscribed, please do so now. We have lots of educational information and updates about what's going on in the world of immigration as it relates to couples. We also have a Facebook group, Immigration for Couples, and the link is below. Last but not least, if you like this video and the information that I'm sharing, please give it a thumbs up so YouTube can share it with other individuals who can benefit from this information. All right, so the question we're receiving is, I've checked the status of my case online and it shows visa refused. Oh my gosh, what does this mean? Is my case over? What can I do? And so to back up just a little bit, when I talk about visa refusals, I want to make sure it's clear that I'm discussing cases as it relates to couples, because that's what our firm focuses on exclusively, is helping couples. And so usually when a visa refusal would show up, it's for individuals who are going through something called consular processing or a fiancé visa. And so part of the process, after a petition has been filed and approved, there's an interview abroad at a U.S. embassy or consulate, and that in the immigrant's country of origin. After the interview, or at the end of the interview rather, the officer will let you know if they've decided to approve your case or if they need to review it, and if they'll need additional documents, and that they'll let you know if they do. So if immigration decides that they need to hold your case for review, or that they'll need to request additional documents at a U.S. embassy or consular interview, they'll either give you a letter that day of what they need, or they will reach out to you. But there's also an online portal, an online case status check for your U.S. visa. And we can provide that link below. But what people are seeing is on that profile, when they check the status of their visa for their spousal visa or their fiancé visa, it shows on there refused. And so we know that's extremely scary, and immigration likes to do things in a way that's complicated. That's what they're notorious for. And so immigration used to write on that portal, when you would check the status of your case, administrative processing. And that was a fancy way of saying after your interview, the immigration officer decided they needed more documents, and they asked you to submit more documents. And so they used to call that administrative processing, when the immigration officer needed to review your case further or have you submit documents. Immigration eliminated that language. They no longer put administrative processing. Now, after the interview, if the officer hasn't approved your case, they just write refused for everyone. Again, extremely confusing. Immigration is notorious for that. But the sad thing is that everybody is seeing, if their case is in administrative processing, they're seeing refused, the visa refused. And that's extremely scary, anxiety and stress inducing. And so we want you to know, if you see that online, first off, take a deep breath. And the next thing you'll want to do is, either if you received a notification of your interview and you know that immigration was asking you for more documents and you submitted those documents and they're reviewing your case, know that likely your visa wasn't refused, that you're actually in administrative processing and they're reviewing your documents. What you can do to give yourself peace of mind and clarity, because that's extremely important, would be to reach out to that U.S. embassy or consulate where your interview occurred and ask them for clarification. Was my visa actually refused, or is my case in administrative processing? Are there still documents that you need, or are you just reviewing my case? Sometimes the embassies and consulates might take a while or a long time to respond. You can send follow-up emails to get an inquiry, to get a status. Most of the time, though, the U.S. embassies and consulates will respond, we're reviewing your case, we'll let you know when we make a final decision, and they will typically let you know by email of their final decision. So if you see that on your profile, if you see that on your status, my main point is that I just want everyone to know, don't panic if you see that. Take a deep breath. Know that hopefully your case is an administrative processing and not actually refused, and that you can reach out to the U.S. Embassy or Consulate for clarification about whether or not you're just an administrative processing and waiting on a decision, or whether or not the case was refused. And if the case was refused, that's a topic for another video, but if that occurs, they should give you clarification about the reason for the refusal. And oftentimes, you'll have an opportunity to either apply for a waiver or have some clarity about whether or not you have options available to you. And if you need help understanding that, don't hesitate to reach out to our office. We'd be happy to help you get clarity. But again, I hope that gives you peace of mind knowing that that's immigration's new thing to write refused, and that hopefully that is not bad news for you and that you're actually just an administrative processing. Hope that helps. Have a great day.